What if I told you Chevy just brought back the Impala, not as a boring sedan, but as a luxury, tech-packed highway king that could make SUVs feel obsolete? Stay with me, because the 2026 Chevy Impala is about to change everything you thought you knew about American sedans. What's up, everyone? Subscribe my channel. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And today we're stepping into a future that feels both familiar and bold at the same time, because sitting in front of us is the Chevy Impala 2026, a name that carries decades of American legacy, confidence, and road-dominating presence. Now reimagined for a new generation that demands technology, performance, and luxury without losing soul. The Impala has always been about space, comfort, and that effortless glide down the highway, and Chevy didn't just revive it for nostalgia points, they reinvented it to compete in a world where sedans need to prove they still matter. The first thing that hits you is the design. This car doesn't whisper anymore, it speaks clearly and confidently. The 2026 Impala looks long, low, and planted, with proportions that scream grand touring rather than basic commuter. The front fascia is aggressive, yet elegant, with a wide grille that blends seamlessly into razor-sharp LED headlights, giving the car a focused, almost predatory expression. The hood lines are sculpted, not overdone, flowing naturally into the windshield, while the side profile is pure class, stretched wheelbase, clean character lines, and large alloy wheels that fill the arches perfectly. This is not a car trying to look sporty by force. It looks powerful because it actually is. Walk around to the rear and you see Chevy leaning into modern luxury cues. A sleek light bar runs across the back, connecting the taillights and giving the Impala a distinctive night signature. The trunk lid is subtle but muscular, and the overall stance feels expensive, like something that belongs in a premium segment, not just mainstream. You can tell Chevy studied European luxury sedans and said, we can do that, but in our own American way. Now let's step inside, because this is where the 2026 Impala really justifies its return. The cabin feels wide, airy, and thoughtfully designed. Soft touch materials cover nearly every surface, from the dashboard to the door panels, with real stitching and metallic accents that don't feel fake or cheap. The seats are plush but supportive, designed for long drives, road trips, and daily commutes alike. Chevy clearly wanted this to be a place you enjoy spending time in, not just a box that gets you from point A to point B. Front and center is a massive curved digital display that blends the instrument cluster and infotainment into one seamless panel. The graphics are crisp, responsive, and intuitive, giving you navigation, vehicle data, media, and connectivity without overwhelming you. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, and the built-in Google-based system means voice commands actually work the way you expect them to. Say what you want, and the car listens. Ambient lighting wraps around the cabin, customizable to match your mood, whether you're cruising at night or sitting in traffic during a long day. Rear seat passengers are not an afterthought here. Legroom is generous, headroom is excellent, and the overall ride quality makes this feel like a rolling lounge. This is the kind of sedan you'd choose if comfort matters, if you carry family, friends, or clients, and if you want everyone to step out relaxed, not cramped. The trunk is massive because, of course, it is. This is an Impala, and Chevy made sure practicality remains part of the DNA. Now let's talk performance, because a beautiful sedan means nothing if it can't move. The 2026 Chevy Impala offers multiple powertrain options, starting with an efficient yet punchy turbocharged engine that balances power and fuel economy perfectly. It's smooth, quiet, and refined, ideal for daily driving and highway cruising. But if you want more, Chevy delivers. The available performance-oriented engine brings serious horsepower, strong acceleration, and that confident surge that reminds you this car still has muscle in its veins. The transmission is smooth and responsive, always in the right gear, and the suspension setup is tuned for comfort first, but with enough stiffness to keep the car composed through corners. This isn't a track car, and it doesn't pretend to be. It's a grand touring sedan that glides over rough roads, absorbs imperfections, and keeps you isolated from the chaos outside. Steering is light but precise, making city driving easy and highway cruising effortless. Chevy also didn't ignore the future. Hybrid and electrified variants are part of the 2026 Impala lineup. offering improved efficiency and reduced emissions without sacrificing the driving experience. These versions are quiet, smooth, and surprisingly quick off the line, proving that efficiency and enjoyment can coexist. For buyers who want modern responsibility without giving up comfort and style, this is a huge win. Safety is another area where the Impala steps up big time. Chevy packed this car with advanced driver assistance features, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, and a 360-degree camera system that makes parking this large sedan effortless. On the highway, the car feels confident and reassuring, constantly working in the background to keep you safe without being intrusive. It's the kind of tech that builds trust over time. What makes the 2026 Chevy Impala special isn't just one feature, it's the balance. In a world obsessed with SUVs and crossovers, this car reminds us why sedans still matter. Lower center of gravity, smoother ride, better aerodynamics, and a sense of elegance that tall vehicles just can't replicate. Chevy didn't chase trends blindly, they refined what the Impala has always been about: space, comfort, and presence, and updated it for modern expectations. This car feels like a statement. It says you don't need to follow everyone else. You can choose something different, something refined, something that values the journey as much as the destination. Whether you're a longtime Impala fan or someone who's never considered a full-size sedan before, the 22.6 model makes a compelling argument. It looks premium, feels luxurious, drives smoothly, and offers technology that actually enhances the experience. At the end of the day, the Chevy Impala 2026 isn't trying to be flashy or gimmicky. It's confident, composed, and quietly impressive. It's for drivers who want comfort without boredom, technology without confusion, and performance without aggression. This is a car built for real life, long drives, late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. So if you're excited to see iconic names return the right way, if you believe sedans still have a place in the future, and if you appreciate thoughtful design and real-world luxury, the 2026 Chevy Impala deserves your attention. Drop a comment below and tell me what you think about this comeback. Would you choose this over an SUV? Would you daily drive it? And if you enjoyed this deep dive, what's up everyone? Subscribe my channel, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.